Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith Storms. I am a licensed social worker and therapist with a special interest in EFT, energy psychology, and human design. And today our topic is a rainy day and resistance. So, it's a rainy day here in Maryland, and it's kind of dreary. And weather affects our mood, and it is what it is. That happens. That sometimes, a lot of times, what's going on around us affects us. It does not have to determine everything. It does not have to ruin your day. But I must admit, when I woke up this morning and heard the rain, I was like, it was a little, But here I am at my office for the day, and I have a full day of clients scheduled, and I have a break time that I have some phone calls to make, and phone calls are not my favorite thing, but I'm going to do it and get it done. And the other issue is resistance that I wanted to bring up and do a little tapping on. Sometimes in life, we may know something that we need to address, that we need to work on, that we need to focus on or resolve, and we have resistance to it. We may have an initial, no, I don't want to do that. And I experienced that last night when in my peaceful eating group on the call, I was challenged about something. And I was like, okay, yes, I need to address this. And my internal response was, no, I don't want to. So last night, as I finished up at the office and then went home, I kind of sat with this feeling of no, this sense of I don't want to do this, I don't want to deal with this. It was late. I went to bed. I didn't do anything with it last night. And that's the other thing, is to please use self-compassion. It's even if you recognize an issue or something you need to address, you do not need to plow right into it. You don't need to be mean to yourself about it. Yes, you may know that you need to address X, just like I know I need to address this thing, but I wasn't going to do it last night because it had been a long day and I was tired. So we need to be wise about how and when and how we go about addressing things. But I also knew that I would begin the process of addressing it with this video today. Because sometimes before we can address the issue, we need to address our feelings about the issue or our feelings about having to deal with the issue. So, and that's a part of the process, and that's a very legitimate part of the process, and that's just fine. So, that's what I want to address today, is that sense of how I don't want to deal with this. And so if you're dealing with an issue that or if you're thinking you need to deal with an issue that you really don't want to deal with, here we go. This might be a good first step. So, crossover, we're going to use tapping to see if we can reduce. Now, right now, you want to rate things. It's helpful. So, right now, when I think about having to address this issue, I'm not going to go into details because it doesn't matter. It's not relevant. So, when I think about having to address this personal issue for myself, it feels like it doesn't feel good. I would say my resistance, my agitation about having to do this is an 8. I mean, it's pretty high. So, crossover, lymph nodes. So, even though I don't want to have to deal with this thing, I don't want to have to deal with these feelings, I don't want to have to deal with this issue of myself, I accept myself. Even though I really don't want to deal with this issue, it aggravates me, it annoys me, it stresses me. I accept myself, even though I really don't want to deal with this issue. It annoys me a great deal. I accept myself. So even though I have this resistance and this big no inside about dealing with this, I'm willing to begin to release some of the agitation around it, some of the resistance to facing this. Even though I have this resistance, I have this big no, I don't want to do it, it annoys me, irritates me, it angers me, it frustrates me. I'm willing to begin to release these feelings about facing this. For me and every part of me. Because some parts of me might be fine and not care about dealing with it, but there are parts of me that don't want to deal with it. So for me and every part of me, all the roots and origins, all that this does for me, all that this does to me, wherever this no is coming from, wherever this resistance is coming from, I choose to begin to release it. And that's the thing. Just say begin to release it. You don't have to say I totally release it. I mean, maybe later, but for me right now, I just want to begin to release it. And I want this to be gentle. And it's okay. Gentle. Healing can be gentle. Okay. Eyebrows. Go through the tapping point. Side of your eye. Under your eye. Nose and chin. Collarbone. Under your armpits. Top of the head. Good girl, good girl. Tap your gamut spot while you do the 9 things. Eyes open, closed, open. Eyes straight ahead, look hard down right, hard down left. Eyes in a circle one direction, eyes in a circle the other. 5 seconds of a song. I always sing happy birthday. Count to 5 out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hum again. And back to the tapping points. Eyebrows. Side of your eye. Under your eye. Nose and chin. Collarbone. Yes. Under your armpit. Top of the head. Check back in. Okay, I'm going to check back in. So how do I feel about beginning to address this issue? I'm much calmer. I'm much calmer. Like, I do not feel agitated like I did a minute ago. Like, literally, I just don't. You know, now I don't feel angry. I don't feel like really frustrated. Right now I just feel sad. Like, yeah. I feel sad that I have this issue. I feel sad for myself that I've struggled in this particular way for many years. And yeah, I just feel sad. And I feel like I want to support myself in this process. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice shift. So there you go. When you feel resistance, when you feel a no, you can tap on that to soften it. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to automatically do this, that, or the other. But now I feel like I have an option. I can begin to face this issue versus, no, I don't want to. So now will I? Probably. And it's a better way to go into an issue being more neutral than being, I don't want to do this. Like, that's not helpful to you or anybody you're working with. Like, it's just not going to be good. All right. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, please subscribe to my channel and you can hit the bell icon to get notification when I post new content. I will see you all tomorrow.